back to the Goheen Cycles YouTube channel. Tonight I want to come to you with a quick tech tip for your VTX. This is a question I get all the time, numerous times a week. I figured if I make a video about it, I can very easily share it with people, and it's a lot easier to explain for you to see it rather than me trying to explain it. And it has to do with paravalve plates and what the difference is between non-dimpled and dimpled plates. Really, the non-dimpled plate is a standard plate with nothing on either side. The dimpled plate has a small hole, which I'll show you guys here in a second, that's been recessed down into, milled down into the front of the plate. If you buy the non-dimpled plate, which I'll show you in a second, you're going to have to remove that screw in the reed before you put it back into the top end of the motorcycle. So without further ado, let me bring you over and show you the difference in how they're installed. So here I have the top end off of a VTX 1300, but this installation is the same for the Honda VTX 1300, VTX 1800, Honda Fury, and the newer Honda Interstate and Sabre VT 1300s. They all use these same plates, which you can find over at my website at goheencycles.com. So, a quick rundown of what you would find when you start to do the paravalve removal. When you initially take your cap off, there's a hose that returns here on this side, on this particular cylinder. And this is what you're going to find. There's a screw and a small reed that's inside of this. The dimpled plate actually has a small dimple that's been machined into the aluminum to fit over this screw location. The only thing you need to do is remove the original cap, take the dimpled plate, put it right over top of that, reinstall your OEM screws, and you can continue with your installation. If you decide you do not want the dimpled plate, you need to actually remove this screw here, which you can see in this plate, and the reed, which is on this back side, which you can see here. Some of these screws can back out fairly easily. I've had ones where I could back them out with a screwdriver. I've had ones where I've had to take a small Dremel and cut them off, or use a pair of side cutters and get down in there and try to cut it and cut the head off and then pop the reed off the back. They can be a pain in some of the older bikes. I know a lot of the newer Furies and State Lines, it's a little easier to get off. It's just a little brass screw. You should be able to just break it off and move on. Some guys find that a little more difficult than others. So let's say you do want to save a little bit of money. All you need to do is remove that screw, remove the reed. You'll slide this reed holder back down in place so that the rubber seal is still sticking up. You're going to take your plate and do the same thing as you would have done before. Put it back down over top of here, put your OEM screws back in, and then continue on with your installation. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about the paravalve plates and the difference between a non-dimpled and a dimpled plate. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Hit us up on our website at goheencycles.com. We can also be reached on Facebook at facebook.com/GoheenCycles. Also, don't forget you can pick your plates up from our website at goheencycles.com. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell notification icon so that you're notified when we release new content. Thanks again for stopping by. I'll see you next time.